All right, for my total, what full disclosure was gonna go Tampa, Carolina, but we're recording this on Wednesday, and it just there seems like there's a lot of guys in that would help the total go over, and the guys that are out would help it go over as well. Like, obviously JC Horn's gonna miss, and Vita Vea might miss, but you have Wyman getting healthier for Tampa. So I'm gonna go with the Rams Chargers under 41 instead. Uh, this Charger defense has really started to lock in over these last 3 weeks. 23-15 against Miami in a game where you got Tyreek Hill returned a fumble like 70 yards for a touchdown on offense, and you still gave up 15 points to Miami, 17-14 against Tennessee, 20-3 against the Indianapolis Colts. And I think we're getting probably a little bit of inflation here. Obviously, you have to upgrade the Rams a little bit after what they did to the Broncos, but I think this is a letdown spot here against this Charger defense. They can man up. Broncos, one thing about them, talented defense, but they play a lot of zone. Chargers can man up here. I think with this Rams offense, I mean, you're down all your receivers. You're starting Atwell and Van Jefferson with Brandon Powell as your third. So it's rough out here. And I think Cam Akers will still get his. They're going to have to lean on Cam Akers, but that will bleed the clock. And on the other side, this Rams defense just loves to play zone. They play zone at a top 3 rate. And that the Chargers, Justin Herbert's obviously great, but zone defense kind of just slows down the Chargers. They have to kind of methodically drive down the field. They're averaging almost a yard per target less against zone than they are against man. And we kind of saw that play out against the Colts, where it's just, the Chargers dominated the game, but the scoreboard didn't look that crazy at the end of the day. And I think you're going to see a similar result here in this one. So give me Rams Chargers under 41.
Yeah, I'll more on this game later, but let's cross off that Panthers Bucks game, because I just want to talk about this. By the way, Brady's 1-11-1 against the spread past 13 games. If the Bucks don't go 2-0 against the spread to close the season, Brady will have the least profitable single season for a starting quarterback over the past 20 years. No quarterback will have been less profitable in one season. From the fucking GOAT cover, the guy who was 70%. Maybe it's Brady regression. Father Time is undefeated though. The Bucks tackle injuries are big here though, but yeah, there's defensive injuries to keep an eye on. I was looking at that under too, but got a weird feeling about it. But can we talk about do we have to talk about Sam Darnold? Out of 47 quarterbacks with at least 100 snaps this year, Sam Darnold is number 1 in EPA plus completion percentage over expectation composite. He's tied with Mahomes in adjusted EPA per play. What is going on? He's played he's played some bad defenses, but he's also played the Broncos and who else? And the Steelers in 2 of his 4 games. He's number 1 in adjusted EPA per play. It's a small sample. It's 4 games. Is Sam Darnold back? This would be so Jets that it's Mike. That means Zach Wilson's going to go somewhere and be an all-pro.
Exactly. I was about to say it's like the Jets have a bust at quarterback. Meanwhile, other old quarterbacks that were written off as busts are now doing well. So but that's
something to keep an eye on. If Darnold looks really good this week against the Bucks D, because you're not really going to be able to lean on the run against Tampa. So if Darnold goes out there and wins this game with his arm, I'm going to have to dig into this and this Sam Darnold being back narrative, and because he's number 1. I was looking at I was like, Sam Darnold is number 1 in the adjusted EPA play. It's tied with Mahomes basically. It's like a hundredths of a point difference. It's crazy. All right, for my total, I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots under 41.5. For what it's worth, outdoor divisional unders this year, we always talk about them, especially late in the year. 33-15-1 against to the under this year. That's 68.8%. There's a couple reasons why I like this under in particular. Well, Tua is out. So I think it's slight downgrade to Teddy Bridgewater. And the Dolphins offense, the league has just kind of figured them out. I mean, if you just look at Tua's numbers, week 1 through 12, first in the NFL in EPA per play by a mile. Weeks 13 through 16, dead last out of every single quarterback over the past 4 weeks. And the Patriots offense is a mess, right? And the Miami's defense, so it's like Miami's defense, they can stop the run, which is good here against New England. They're a mess in the secondary, but that's not something New England is going to take advantage of. And the New England offense is just a mess from a play calling standpoint. And what is Miami also going to do? They're going to blitz. And Mac Jones has been a disaster against the blitz. A 56 passer rating against the blitz. That's dead last in the NFL. The next worst is Zach Wilson at 72. That's how much worse he's been. He's also dead last at 58.9% adjusted completion percentage against the blitz. Mariota's the next worst at 65. So Mac Jones and these receivers with the blitz are not going to take advantage of the holes in the Miami secondary. Also, this is a huge game for both teams. I expect them to play it a little conservative. You have a backup quarterback in here. Patriots defense, I think, can cause some havoc in the backfield. And I think this will, you saw Mac Jones in the opener. You saw the Dolphins offense pretty much get contained in that opening week. So I think the Patriots have a good defensive game plan. Their offense will remain a mess. This one stays lower scoring, outdoors, divisional rematch, a lot on the line. This ends like 20-17.
Yeah, I mean, this is Teddy Bridgewater against Mac Jones late in the year. Not great. All right, that's our totals. Stuck has the Dolphins Pats under 41.5. I got the Chargers Rams under 41.